Hey, it's Seth from Citizens Disability. Today, I'm going to tell you what you need to know about applying for Social Security disability insurance benefits in the Centennial State, Colorado. Every state is different. That's obvious. Everyone knows that. What most folks don't know, though, is that this also applies to SSDI, or Social Security Disability Insurance claims. Because of the way the Social Security Administration structures this process, the state you live in has a real effect on an applicant's waiting times and on their likelihood of winning their benefits at each step in the process. We track this data pretty closely. We've updated our numbers as we do every year at this time in February, so this Colorado data is certified fresh for 2021. Now, as you may know from watching some of our other videos, and there's plenty of them, there's basically 3 steps in the SSDI application process. There's the initial application, reconsideration, and the hearing. Those first 2 steps, the initial application and reconsideration, are usually handled at the state level by state-run disability determination services, who work on behalf of the Social Security Administration, follow all the same rules and same regulations. As you can see from this chart right over here, over the past year in Colorado, about 37.4% of initial applications for SSDI were approved. That's a little over a third. You can see how that compares to this national average of 38.4%. It's a difference of about 1%. You can also see how Colorado has done over the years, going back to 2010, and we can see that Colorado recently took a fall below the national average for the first time since about 2014. Now, as we made this video in February 2021, Colorado ranks 37th in the nation in terms of the rate of approvals at the initial level. Now, if that 1/3, of applications getting approved makes you a little bit worried, well, that's understandable, but there's no reason to panic. First reason not to panic is there's people like us here at Citizens Disability, specialized disability advocates who can help with the application process to improve a claimant's chance of success. Now, if you want to see how an advocate can help you with your claim, click this little banner up here in the top right. You can see a video all about it. The second reason not to panic is that being denied an initial application does not have to be the end of the road. That is because when people get denied at the initial application, usually they're going to appeal that denial and ask for reconsideration, or as we call it, recon. That's handled at the state level as well. Now, this chart will show you it's pretty rare for people to actually get approved at reconsideration. The national data and the Colorado data reflect that. Colorado's got an approval rate of 12% at recon, which is a little bit below that national average of 13.7%. And you can see how Colorado's done over the last 10 years. Again, in 2018, Colorado was actually well above the national average and then took a pretty sharp drop, slowly inching itself back closer to the national average. Overall, in 2021 so far, Colorado ranks 38th in the nation in terms of approval at reconsideration. Now look, the majority of people who apply for SSDI benefits in the United States do have to go to that 3rd stage of the process, the hearing. We got a ton of information on our website and other videos here on YouTube all about the hearing if you want to get the details about how it works. You can even see what a hearing is actually like. We've got a video about it. Click up in the top right. Short version, if you've been denied at reconsideration, you appeal that denial and you go to a hearing in front of an administrative law judge who works for the Social Security Administration at the federal level. This is another area where all the states are very different. Most states have at least one, usually several, SSA hearing locations throughout the state. Each individual office has its own waiting times, and it also has their own approval rates. In this chart here, you can see how Colorado fares on average across all the offices against the national average for approval, the approval rate at hearing. It looks like through 2020 and into 2021 so far, Colorado's coming in at 45.5% on average, which is quite a bit lower than that national average of 51.1%. Colorado ranks 36th in the nation. Now, when you appeal and ask for a hearing, it can take a pretty long time for that hearing to actually happen. And of course, we got a video all about that too. You can see it up there by clicking the top right. When it comes to hearing wait times for Colorado, they're here in the blue bars. We have the national average is 11.4 months of waiting time before the hearing. We can see that across the state of Colorado, the average is 14.8 months. And as you can see here, we've got 2 offices in Colorado. The shorter of the wait times in the state is Denver with a waiting time of 14.7 months, and the longest wait time in the state is Colorado Springs with a waiting time of 14.8 months. Now, both of these offices are pretty close in average waiting times, close to each other, and they do trail that national average by about 3 months. You can also see that each office has its own approval rates in the red bars. Looking at the 2020 data leading into 2021, we can see that the best situation is Denver with an approval rate of 52.4%, slightly ahead of national average. Things are less rosy looking, though, over at Colorado Springs, where they have a rate of 27.1%. Overall, Colorado's average is less than the national average, and this is mainly due to Colorado Springs' average approval rate being 21.4% less than the national average. That's basically in the basement. Looking at this data, we can see that for hearing approval rates, Colorado's overall average ranks them 36th in the nation, as we said earlier. Their waiting times rank them 43rd in the nation. The important thing to remember here is that these waiting times that we're talking about for Colorado and these individual offices are average waiting times. Some folks may get their hearings quicker than these average times. Some folks are going to have to wait longer, sometimes even a lot longer than these average numbers to get their hearings. Now, we've got a lot more data about Colorado at our website, www.citizensdisability.com. You can check it out by visiting us. Click on our state-by-state page and click into your state. We update our data every year so you can stay current on what's happening and have up-to-date information at your fingertips. Now, if you're thinking about applying for SSDI benefits, no matter where you are in the country, we strongly encourage you to please get help from a disability advocate, like us here at Citizens Disability, or a local specialist attorney. Especially after looking at these approval rate numbers, you want to have the best possible chance at getting approved for your benefits. That's what an advocate can do for you. At Citizens Disability, we've been helping regular folks all across America apply for and win their SSDI benefits, and we've been doing it for over a decade. No advocacy group is more aggressive than we are, and no one handles more cases per year than we do. If you'd like to see if we can help you, just come visit us. Again, it's www.citizensdisability.com, or you can just call us at the number on the screen. Thanks for watching our video about applying for SSDI benefits in Colorado, the Centennial State. If you liked what you saw here and you want to see more, do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button down there and ring the bell so you can get a notification when we publish more videos. Also, please feel free to leave us a comment down there in the comment section. We've got a ton of content on the SSDI process, how it all works, and how we can help you. So please do feel free to explore both our website and here at YouTube. I hope I see you again for another video. Until I do, I'm just going to say thanks for watching, and of course, have a great day.